Hey YouTube. I thought I'd try to make a couple quick videos today because I had a couple topics that I wanted to talk about um, because I think it would help some people, and it's problems that are coming up for a lot of people out there that um, I have figured some things out because I've been at home for a majority of my time for the past couple months anyway. So I thought today I would talk about things you can do to feel productive while being stuck at home all day. So I personally have a tendency when I'm just at home hanging out, um, even with a kid, to just sit down and watch Netflix or TV basically the whole day. And my problem with that is if I start my day with that, I just end up doing that for the entire day. So I thought I'd list out some other things you can do that I realize that I need to be doing um, every day. So you can feel productive at the end of the day and maybe get some stuff done. And even if you only do one of these things a day and still watch Netflix for the whole rest of the day, you still feel better. So number one is creating and reworking your budget. You have lots of time to do your budget now. So now is a good time to maybe find some things you don't want to pay for, especially if you're losing hours or lost your job. So number one is definitely reworking your budget, and I would recommend doing that anyway, but hey, you have time to do it now, so you might as well do it now. Number two is creating a daily schedule. I'm going to be doing a whole video about this next if I have time before Roland wakes up. And I think this is very, very important. If you don't have something to do for the day, your days just will kind of all blend together. So as a quick version of this tip, you can go watch the whole video next, but a quick summary of this tip would be look at what your daily schedule was before you were stuck in your house all day and try to adapt it to the closest thing. So if you drove to work and you listened to a podcast, still listen to your podcast maybe while you're getting ready, which get ready every day. That's a huge thing. But try to keep your routine as normal as possible. If you sit down and normally you'd work, work on these things in this list and just try to keep that routine normal as possible, or as more like your old routine as possible, because it will make you feel better to have some of the normal back in your life when things are so crazy. The next thing is to meal plan. It will save you time, which you don't really need to save time, but it'll give you something to do. And it's kind of fun. And you might decide to branch out and cook some, which is a good hobby when you have lots of time. And it'll save you money, which is also handy right now. Number four, gardening. Even if you just have a potted plant that you're really into, Google it, research it, find out the best conditions for that plant. Gardening is a great hobby, and it's stress reducing and wonderful. If you have a yard or pots or whatever, do it, or look up if there's a community garden in your area that you can maybe sneak off to. I don't know if that's allowed, but go find some dirt. Next one, go walk, go exercise. Figure out a plan for your exercising or walking and do it every day. You have the time to do it. Now is the time to jump on all these different things. Exercising sucks though, so I get if you don't want to. So like try to bare minimum tiny goal it by just, I have a step goal right now of 1,000 steps. I usually hit it no problem, but I won't up it until I do it for a whole week. Then I'll go to 2,000 steps, but start tiny and slowly build some exercise in and add it to your routine where maybe there is a gap. Works out great. Find a reason to go outside. This is also with gardening, but even if you're literally going outside to go touch the tree at the far end of your yard or down to the end of the block and back, if that's all you do the whole day to go outside, it will improve things greatly. And even if it's raining, if you bare minimum do that, just walking to the end of the block and back, it will give a nice break in your day where you don't feel like you're stuck inside. And so far with all of the shelter in place things and even the self-quarantine, they let you go for a walk. So even if it's the tiniest walk, even if you're just walking outside to your front yard and back inside, and you do a little dance or something when you get out there, just do it once a day. Don't put it off. Add it to your routine. Definitely get a routine, and it will add a nice break in the middle of your day. Catch up on chores. Maybe create a chore system or list. Maybe create ways of doing adulting tasks and work it into your daily schedule. Like, there's all kinds of stuff to do. Like when you shower, when you do this, if you plan a routine, you can always break it if need be, but the more structure you have, the less time you'll have thinking, what am I going to do today? Or what should I do next? If you have a rough schedule with chores and adulting tasks, then you'll have something to go off of. And if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. But if you don't have anything better to do and you don't have a reason not to do it, then it gives you something to do. It's not exciting, but something to do is better than sitting there bored out of your mind. And the last two, one is create a YouTube channel. This is super fun, and I would highly recommend it. And it's only scary for the first 3 videos, and then you get used to it. I was doing no makeup videos even at one point, so do it. People want to know your story. So just spread the word, share any tips. It's not that scary after a little while. So do a YouTube channel. Why not? This is your time. I do the whole thing from my phone. I edit it on my phone. I use a free program called Vlogit. Completely free, no watermarks. Just do it. Why not? Try it. If you hate it after 3, or even after 1 if you really hate it that bad, what does it matter? You can delete it. It's there, but who cares? You can't make that big of a fool out of yourself. Well, you could, but I feel like you'd have to kind of try. The last one is I've been reading the 7 Habits of the Highly Effective People, and something I personally am going to focus on doing right now is a personal mission statement. So basically figuring out what you want to be doing with your life. You have a lot of time to sit and think, even if you're chasing a bunch of crazy kids around all day, which people are realizing is very difficult. Stay-at-home moms out there are like, figure out your personal mission statement. It gives you a jumping off point. Everything gets easier when you have a goal or focused in mind. So if you're not sure what hobby to start to kill time, or to feel productive at the end of the day, then think about, I would just look up the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey and look up the personal mission statement section. You can find all the resources just by a Google search. But that will help you start thinking about what you should do, and that will lead to what hobbies you maybe should try. And you can have trying hobbies be your hobby, just to like test things out, figuring out what you want to be doing. So the last tip is to create a personal mission statement so you have somewhere to go from. And I think that's it. This was kind of a crazy video. Thanks for watching. If you have any other tips, maybe I'll do a follow-up video about this, and keep an eye out for the video schedule or the daily schedule to survive a quarantine. That I'm going to try to get that video out today as well. Yeah, if you like this, make sure to like it, share it, subscribe, all that nonsense. But share it with a friend if you know someone else who's stuck at home and bored all day. Just even doing 1 or 2 of these will help a lot in making you not be so bored all day. And yeah, I guess that's the main part of the video. A little background is I've been working from home for a couple months now, and once I implemented schedules and other little bits, a lot of these tips throughout the day, it changed everything. If I have something to go off of, some structure, some tiny short list of goals, like going outside, going on a little walk, making sure to brush my teeth every day and get ready, That helped me a lot in not just hanging out in my pajamas all day, which kind of at the end of the day made me feel awful. Like, I felt like I didn't do anything. I felt lazy, which was great for like 4 days, and then after that was terrible. I just felt useless. So try a couple of these tips, share it with someone who's maybe not doing so great because they got past the 4 days of doing nothing. And yeah, watch out for the next video, and I will see you soon. Bye.